Hello everybody, today we are taking the 63rd lecture for IELTS with Mr. Haidar Al-Qasir. Today we are taking Book 15, General, Test 3, Reading 2. Okay, the reading says, the first part of it says, working for a small company may be better than you think. We have this question, choose one word only from the text for each answer. Write your answers in boxes 15 to 20 on your answer sheet. Number 15 says, in a small business, it's easy to become gap with colleagues and other departments. Let's look for it. Recent research shows that many job seekers believe their ideal position would be in a large company. However, working for a small or medium-sized business has many advantages that are too easily overlooked. Here are just a few of them. Working in a small organization with a small workforce means it's likely to be easy to become part of it. It won't be long before you are familiar with the staff and the departments that you need to deal with. So, number 15 says, in a small business, it's easy to become gap with colleagues. That means staff and other departments. So the answer here would be familiar. So 15 will be familiar. Okay, let's see number 16. You may find you have gap you were not aware of. Okay, let's continue with the passage. This can provide a feeling of comfort that takes much longer to develop in a large company. Departments are likely to be small and have close connections with each other, which helps to make internal communication work well. Everyone knows what's going on. You will also gain a better understanding of how your own role fits into the company as a whole. Okay, we don't have the answers here. Let's move to the other paragraph. In a small business, you are likely to have considerable variety in your workload, including opportunities to work in different areas of the company, which will allow you to identify abilities that you didn't know you had. Let's see. 16, you may find we have identify, you have gap you were not aware of, and we have you didn't know. So in this case, it will be abilities. Number 16 will be abilities. Okay. 17 says, finding that your work is gap will make you enjoy doing it. Let's move to the passage. An introduction to new activities could even lead to a change of career. This variety in your work will help to make it stimulating, so you have a good reason for getting out of bed in the morning. 17, finding that your work is gap will make you enjoy doing it. Okay, enjoy doing it, and you have good reason for getting out of bed in the morning. That means enjoying it. So variety, this variety in your work will help you to make it, okay, stimulating. 17 will be stimulating. Okay, for the reasons that we have mentioned. 18 says, other people are likely to realize that you have gap. Well, let's see the other paragraph. The paragraph which is before the last one. There will be plenty of opportunities to show initiative, and you will also learn to function well as part of a team, because it's much harder to overlook someone within a small workforce than a large one. Okay, your efforts are more likely to attract the attention of those higher up. You will have plenty of opportunity to show that you can do and to have your potential noticed. 18, other people are likely to realize that you have potential. Yes, because we have potential noticed. That means from other people. Okay, let's see 19. Opportunity for gap will come sooner than in a larger business. Let's see. The result is very likely to be that a promotion comes to you faster. Yes, a promotion, because it says opportunity for gap will come sooner, and here we have faster. So number 19 will be promotion. Okay, let's see 20. 20 says you can benefit from a small company being more gap than a large one. That means the last paragraph we will see. Small businesses are usually flexible, something that is rarely true of large organizations. Yes, 20 says you can benefit from a small company being more flexible than a large one. Yes, it says here. So, number 15 will be familiar, 16 abilities, 17 simulating, 18 potential, 19 will be promotion, and 20 will be flexible. Let's move to the second part, which says starting a new job. The question here says, which paragraph mentions the following? We have a note, write the correct letter A to G in boxes 21 to 27 on your answer sheet. Nota bene, which means a note. You may use any letter more than once. As we mentioned before, any letter could be used more than once, and you don't have to use all of them most of the times, not all of the times. Okay. 21 says the emotions that new employees are likely to experience at first. 22, a warning to be patient at first. 23, how colleagues might react to certain behavior. You have 24, traveling to your new workplace before you start working there. 25, an example of observing an activity carried out within an organization. 26, some things that the organization should arrange for when you begin. And 27, the last one, a division of jobs within an organization into two categories. Let's see A. Make sure you know when and where you are expected to report on your first day. If the route from home is unfamiliar to you, make a practice run first. The normal first activity in a new job is a meeting with your boss. Okay, so 24 says traveling to your new workplace before you start working there. And here it says in the second line, the second word, if the route from home is unfamiliar to you, make a practice run first. The normal first activity in an okay, so 24 will be A. Let's see B. Okay, B says you should expect to have an induction program planned for you, a security pass, visits to whatever parts of the organization you need to understand to do your job properly, meetings with anyone who could affect your success in the role, and someone to show you where everything is and tell you all the real rules of the culture, the ones that are never written down but which everyone is meant to follow. Well, 26 says some things that the organization should arrange for you for when you begin. B says you should expect to have an induction program planned for you. So 26 will be B. Let's see C. C says it can be a shock to join a new organization when you are a newcomer feeling uncertain and perhaps a little confused. There can be a strong temptation to talk about your old job and organization as a way of reminding yourself and telling others that you really know what you are doing because you did it in your previous role. Unfortunately, this will suggest that you have a high opinion of yourself and that you think your old place was better. It has enormous power to annoy, so don't do it. 22 22 says a warning to be patient at first, and C explains the patience here. Okay, so 22, no, it's not. Let's see 21. The emotions that the new employees are likely to experience are first. Yes, 21 is C because it talks about emotions here. Yes, and we also have 23 says how colleagues might react to certain behavior. Yes, it mentions here. Let's see the last three lines. Unfortunately, this will suggest that you have a high opinion of yourself. Yes, how colleagues might react to certain behavior. Okay, so let's see E. So let's see D. Paragraph D. Paragraph D says all employers have a core product or service paid for by customers which justifies their existence. If you are not part of this core activity, remember that your role is to provide a service to the people who are part of it. Understanding their concerns and passions is essential for understanding why your own role exists and for knowing how to. Okay, it talks about roles. And 27 says a division of jobs within an organization into two categories. Yes, division means the roles. So 27 will be D. Let's see paragraph E. Paragraph E says when I worked for a TV company, all of us, whatever our job, were strongly encouraged to visit a studio and see how our programs were made. Okay, visit. And we have in 25 an example of observing an activity carried out within an organization. Yes, it's an example about visiting means observing. So 25 will be E. Let's see paragraph F. Paragraph F says, don't try to do the job too soon. This may seem strange because, after all, you have been appointed to get on and do the job. But in your first few weeks, your task is to learn what the job really is, rather than immediately starting to do what you assume it is. Okay, 22 says a warning to be patient at first. Yes, F, don't try. It's a warning by saying don't. This means be careful. That means warning. And also it suggests to be patient. Okay, so we come to the end here. We don't have to read G, and none of them is G. This is the case which I talked about. You don't have to have all the paragraphs in the answers when you have nota bene. Okay, so 21C, 22F, 23C, 24A, 25E, 26B, and 27D. We come to the end of our lecture today. Wish that you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please just press the button of subscribe. If you have any questions, you may ask them in the comments. If you have any criticism, you may ask it in the comments too. Thanks for watching this lecture. That was Mr. Haidar Qasir with you. Thank you.